So China's going to have a very interesting decision here. They have a lot of war score with India, who they're absolutely dominating in. Russia, not so much. They've kind of given up on their front in the north against Russia. I think they might separate piece India, try to take a few provinces, maybe then kind of engage Russia again. But I don't know. They've got a pretty big decision to make here. I mean, they're looking good. They're looking good. I mean, the positive thing is that Germany is really helping out China here in Western Russia because they're pushing really far forward. Again, part of it's just because there's no forts in this region, but yeah, Germany has really helped out the Chinese a lot, and they're very lucky. So that is why, let's look at the war score exactly, where it's at. It's at 72 war score, so they've got a lot of war score, needless to say. And also, did a war just end? Yes, it did. The German war ended with Italy. The French and German war ended, and nothing was taken, was it? It looks like nothing was taken. France, why do you do this stuff? I don't understand you. I don't know why the AI does this sometimes. Allied to Mali. They're only allied to Mali now, though. Italy is. So they must have been forced to annul their treaty with Great Britain, which was a smart choice. I mean, at least they did that. At the very least, they did that. So, okay, it wasn't a complete disaster. Italy's not looking good. Just an alliance with Mali is not going to protect them at all with their northern fronts with both Germany and France. So, we'll see. Now, that was France doing that, though. Seems to be some AIs that just don't take as much as other AIs, which is, I don't know, interesting. That is it so far. I know that there's been a few of the African wars that have ended since the last video. Or they ended during the last video, but I didn't discuss it. But yeah, no, a few of the African wars have ended. No big changes here. We're still going to see what happens to Mexico. The United States are now in Peru's territory, in northern Peru, unoccupying a lot of the things that Mexico had under their control. Venezuela is about to get just completely wiped out here with a small 28 stack. I don't know what the heck they're thinking. Just like right in between all of these American troops, just like, hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to make your job a little bit harder. And then they're going to get squashed right now. Is Argentina still involved in this war? I don't know if they are. Yeah, they are. Well, it's nice of them. Argentina's going to get messed up. I'm thinking the Americans are going to go. They're probably going to go after Argentina. Actually, no, they'll go after Venezuela. But they'll be able to siege out Venezuela pretty quickly. And oh wow, Netherlands, it's pretty late for you to show up, but nice. I'm glad that you invested so heavily in this war, because you were involved in this war for like the last, I don't know, 10 years. I don't know what it is. You were involved in this war from the very beginning, and just now the Netherlands decided to send over a 1 stack. Oh man, that's cracking me up right now. That is cracking me up because you have this huge force that, you know, the United States decided to send down south, and then now the Netherlands are here. Oh yeah, I was helping out this entire time. I was totally helping out this entire time. Pretty funny. I don't know why, it's just kind of cracking me up. All right, what do we have? No more end. I don't want to go to speed 3 just yet. Still waiting for the Chinese war to end. 71 war score. Jeez. Oh man, oh man. And Canada. Let's check on Canada's progress in Greenland. So they still control the occupation in Greenland, and actually there's nobody here left. So there's nobody left here, I should say. Denmark is, I don't know, they've completely evaporated. I know they had some troops. Oh, here's a 21 stack that'll probably get wiped soon by this fleet of Canada, the Canadian fleet. But yeah, no, there was like a small force that Denmark controlled, and now they're just gone, I guess. Not having any sort of... Yeah, that's it. So I'm thinking that Canada might take over, maybe. Now, what would be full occupation here? How much would that cost? 30... The total war score would be 101? Really? What else do they control? They must control something other than these 3 or 4 provinces, right? Or maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Oh, they all hold a lot of value. So yeah, they will not control all of Greenland still. They'll probably pick up, I'm guessing the AI is probably going to ask for only 1 province. Yeah, they probably will, because they only have 26. You need, like, for the lowest of the low, in Greenland, that is, all the provinces cost at least, like, 38 war score. I think 30 was one. I think that was 30. So yeah, Canada will probably continue to expand one by one till by the end of this. I'm guessing it'll take them about 200 years to completely control Greenland. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see if they bite the bullet. Although if they engage this Danish fleet here, are they gone? Did they? Yeah, I think they just did. Oh no, there it is. If they go and engage this 21 stack of ships, then that'll give them quite a bit of war score. I'm not sure if it's going to give them enough to take 2 provinces here, but it'll give them a little bit more. Yep, here they go. All right, well, good for you. Oh, you got juked. They swooped down on you. Are you even trying to move now? Yeah, you're still going up there. Okay, we'll chase them as much as you want. That's fine. Let's see what's happening to India. So India still has like kind of small splots of land that are still under their control. Splots, I don't know, I'm just making up terms now. There's one province that's still under control of India in Sri Lanka. And then, yeah, there's just like kind of randomly provinces all over the place. They're now moving towards southern modern-day Iran. Iran is also involved in their own war. This region is kind of broken out into war while these great powers are all fighting each other. Malaya is now sending up... Oh, so China and Malaya are now starting to really engage the Russians. Yeah, now Russia is not doing so well. And then the German forces are really pushing very heavily into Russia. This is a really... I don't know, interesting scenario. Germany moving so far into Russia, kind of a deja vu sort of thing. I don't know, but they're not going too deep. Yeah, maybe they're being careful about the winter. I mean, they are, but I mean, like, there's a huge stack that hasn't really decided to move. Oh, now they're starting to move, but they're actually kind of more engaging north of the Black Sea instead of anything else, which is smart, you know what I mean? Like, stay away from northern Russia, especially as November starts to tick around and December gets here. Because, again, that's a lot of attrition. And there's definitely something different in the supply limit. There's got to be some sort of different supply limit, I don't know, algorithm or formula or something, because I'm surprised that a 200 stack isn't getting more attrition than... It's only at 3.2 attrition. That's a 200 stack. I imagine there's definitely some sort of different supply limit formula, I'm assuming. Okay, looks like a new war is broken out, I think. Great Britain versus Norway. Oh, that's a fun one. That's pretty smart of them, too. Yeah, that's pretty smart. So, Norway still has a 55 stack. Now, Great Britain's pretty powerful, though. I mean, they should be able to handle this. That's if they have the Navy to do so. They need the Navy to be able to send over towards Scandinavia. I know they do, but then again, we don't know where that Navy's at. Now, Great Britain controls, all these provinces all over the place, like the Falklands and in the Caribbean. They need to send over those transport ships soon. Even if they do, when they send them over towards Norway, they have to have a huge stack already, because Norway's got, about 60,000 men here. So they've got to be engaged. And actually, what was that war for? Is it just like a conquest of... Where is that? I have no idea what that means. I don't even know if I can type that in. Oh, whoops, I'm bringing up the console. I'm dumb. There we go. Let's see where this is at. Oh, that's for the island. That's what I figured. Okay, so that's for this smaller island just north of the British Isles. Pretty smart choice for them to go after that, but I think that they'd benefit more for going after Scandinavia, although that would pretty much just... Oh my goodness, look at that. Germany's just given all of the occupation to China. That was such a nice move there. Did they peace out, sever peace? No, they didn't sever peace. They've just given it all to China. So what is their war score looking like now? Saudi Arabia is at war with the Islamic State. There you go. And Bahrain has been called in by the Saudis. So right now the war score is 78. Wow. Mexico still not doing so well. That's very interesting. The Saudi Arabia, the Arabians going after the Islamic State. Oh, and they're going to be able to kind of clean up this war really quickly. Now, I don't think Iran ever engaged the Islamic State. Maybe they did. I'm not entirely sure. I saw them skip over the Islamic State and kind of move out towards the east instead of anything else. That's very nice of you, Germany. I'm shocked. Are you sending things back? No, you're still going for it. I wonder why you decided just now to give everything towards China's rule. I don't know. Yeah, there's still 150 stack that Russia controls with the 3-star general. I'm not sure exactly if someone's going to engage them or not. It might be the Germans, if anything. Yeah, I think it might be the Germans. I think the Russia's just going to stay out of Chinese territory. And the problem is that they're being sandwiched down. You have the Chinese rushing in from the east and the Germans rushing in from the west. This is just a scary, scary situation for Russia. Very, very scary situation. I mean, let's not forget India. I mean, that was just like a bulldoze through sort of scenario, where India just, I don't know, man. They've got nothing left, I don't think. They don't have a military at all. I wonder if anything, I wonder if China is going to force India to release things instead. Now that would be fascinating to see that if they were to release, parts of Iran. That could be a possibility. And the Saudis already have full occupation of over the Islamic State. We'll see how long that takes for them to peace out. Shouldn't take them too long, but I don't know. The Mexican War was ended. Okay, let's check on that. 31 war score for Canada. Boom! Welcome back, Central American countries. Honduras, Nicaragua. I always have trouble pronouncing that one. Actually, Mexico still controls here. Panama is back. El Salvador and Belize. Look at that. Look at that. It's one big old happy family again in Central America. You guys better team up or fight each other off, though, because Peru is pretty aggressive. Did anything happen to Argentina? Nothing happened to Argentina, and nothing happened to Venezuela. So those two nations got pretty lucky. They got let off the hook, but Mexico did not. Well, at least something happened. I got to say, at least something happened. I don't think it's going to take long. I think Mexico is going to attack these guys again. Now, the thing is, though, Mexico is, of course, going to have a truce. It's going to end in the next... Okay, well, they've got like 15 years. So these guys need to blob out. They need to find some alliances. They need to do something. Because Mexico will attack. We've seen Mexico attack. This has happened multiple times now. They will just continue to attack the Central American region. Anything else that's happened? Nothing else. 82 war score. I don't know if China's going for the full 100 or what. But they might be. Great Britain's still at 0% so far. Germany's still helping out north of the Black Sea. Going after a few forts here and there. Ooh, look at that. Bam. And it was actually Malaya and China that decided to engage the Russians with their final small force. Let's see how many the Russians lose here. See how many regiments the Russians, or I guess men. Looking about like, ooh, if Germany joins in, then that's going to be quite a bit. Looks like I think they started off with like 150, right? So they so far have lost about 60,000. Probably be around 60,000, just above it. I think that they're going to shatter soon here. Germany gets there the 21st of May, so that's going to be in 6 days. I don't think the battle is going to remain for 6 days. Yep, and so Russia's down to an 82 stack. Again, Russia's got a big military, though, a big manpower reserve. Obviously, that's like Russia's thing, so they can rebuild those regiments pretty quickly. Although we should be checking it. Oh, bam! Look at that. Oh, look at the border gore that China just introduced to India. Welcome aboard Border Gore India. Iran got a few provinces out of it. Iraq is back. We have a few kind of smaller provinces within India. Sri Lanka is here. Oh my goodness. Oh, Bangladesh is back. Nepal. Wow. China's really set India back. These are a lot of small little countries that they're going to have to pick up, and it's going to be a very, very slow process. I'm shocked that Bangladesh was released. So much of Bangladesh was released at once there. Dang. Wow, India. I mean, it's not terrible, but man, I will say that's pretty bad. That is pretty bad, and I don't think China took anything from that. I want to see if China takes anything from Russia. I don't think there's really anything you can release from Russia, right? I don't think you can. Oh, there goes 24 war score for Great Britain. Islamic State is, we knew about the full occupation of the Islamic State. Let's see how Canada's doing. 32 war score. They're looking good. We could probably speed it up a little bit now, although, because there's still a big war, there's still technically a big number of troops kind of mobilizing and stuff like that. I don't know if I want to increase it that fast. Hey, what's going on here? Oh, yeah, we knew about that. Yeah, there's just some fighting going on. No big deal. Kazakhstan, I think, are going to take... I don't know if they'll take over everything that Uzbekistan controls. I think it's going to cost too much. No, maybe they will. 66 war score for full annexation. Another war has ended, I believe, right? I'm not sure. Yeah, no, they definitely do not have the war score for it yet. Yeah, not yet. And Great Britain is going to control these islands here. But they didn't go after Norway. They didn't go after, like, mainland Norway. That's what I wanted to see. But maybe... Oh, they are. They are right now. Cool. So they're going to send over a 45 stack. They've got to reinforce quickly because they don't have the advantage here. Now, is Norway going to actually send in their troops to go after them? It looks like they're not. Looks like they're not going to engage. You better hurry back and get some more. Now, are these the transport ships? Yeah, you've got 46 transport ships. Quite a bit. I can't complain there for you there. Well, I guess I can't complain at that the AI's dumb there. I mean, you took over everything, and that's a pretty good number of transport ships at this stage in the game. Well, I'm surprised they didn't have a little bit more, but yeah, they're going to actually send over now another 35 stack, and they'll be able to do some pretty heavy damage. If Great Britain doesn't peace out anytime soon, then they might possibly take a lot from Norway here. A lot from Norway here. It might happen. We'll see. Anything else? No, that's it. Again, Saudi Arabia. I don't know what you're doing, man. I don't know if you're trying to just like rub it in to the Islamic State that you were the ones to destroy it. I was really curious to see exactly who was going to be the country to destroy the Islamic State, especially when they were at that point where they were pretty big. They were a pretty big blob here. I wanted to know if it was going to be India or Iran or Turkey or the Saudis. But yeah, I think that, clearly the Saudis are going to do the final blow, even if they're only taking away one province. I can't remember exactly who did the most damage. It was Israel, right? I believe it was Israel, and then Saudi Arabia attacked Israel, and then that was the problem. I think Kazakhstan's still going at it. Oh, Russia has peaced out with, China's peaced out with Russia, and they didn't take anything, did they? I think this land was taken a long time ago. Yeah. Maybe they did. Wait a second. I think they did. What is this stuff? Is this a core? We need to look for something that's not. So they took at least one province away. I know that they had like a small chunk here. They might have taken a little bit more. I'm just not entirely sure. Well, there you go. I mean, they still did a lot of things. And then what was Russia forced to do? Oh, now Ukraine and Greece, Austria, Yugoslavia, Turkey, and Estonia are teaming up against Russia. Russia's allied to South Korea, but that is certainly not going to be enough. South Korea did not decide to help them out in this battle. We'll see what else Russia decides to lose. Or I guess, Russia will be forced to lose. And now Germany is back at peace with a pretty large military. I want to see what they do now from here. Germany's been really, really entertaining. So I'm curious to see what will go down now. I'm still shocked that this region is back. That's crazy. Yep, there goes the Ukrainian war. Ukraine's going to grab their revenge. Remember, Ukraine was... Well, Russia never... Well, yeah. I mean, the Ukrainian and Russian, I think they had a few wars. I think it was, what was it, Greece that really messed up Ukraine for a while when we thought that Ukraine was doing super, super well. And then, all of a sudden, Greece called in, a huge alliance, and things didn't go so well from there. But yeah, no, this might be a big, big progress. I mean, a lot of these nations that decided to join in, ooh, look at all this. All this stuff is considered to be a core, right? So they can take a lot away from Russia right here, especially with Turkey. Remember, Turkey's powerful. Turkey can help out a lot. But they have to actually send things over. That's the thing. They've got to have military access. Wait a second, Romania. Romania got called in. Wait, how did that happen? You're not allied to. Wait a second, Romania. Oh, you're probably in two separate wars. No, you're not. How did Romania get involved if they're not allied? Was it a independence? Was it a... I have no idea. Well, whatever it is, Romania is involved. That's going to distract the Eastern Europeans a little bit before attacking into Russia. Ooh, and they've got rebels too. Rebels are starting to pop up. China's now still moving back to their territory. China didn't really do anything to Russia. China did so much damage to India, though. India just got completely messed up. I think it's pretty messed up. It's just going to take a long time. Honestly, it was smarter for them to release nations that were within the Indian Empire at that time than for China to absorb those nations themselves, I think. I mean, eventually India might get that stuff back. It's going to take a long time. If China doesn't seem like they want more land, you know what I mean? It doesn't seem like they're actually trying to grab more land. They don't need it. They certainly don't need it. They've got the military to be just fine now. They're growing very slowly, but yeah, no, I think that this was pretty effective. Because remember, these are all truces. They're not going to be able to take these guys over until another 15 years. So something ridiculous like that. But anyways, guys, I'm going to have to stop it right there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.